Hi, I'm Coach Kavanaugh with the Sport and Speed Institute. I'm going to show you the top 5 drills that we do to increase your speed. You can do these drills at home with no equipment. I have John here helping us out today. John won a national championship in college as a quarterback, trained with us for the NFL Combine, went on into the draft, and was at camp with the Detroit Lions. At the Combine, John did so well in his 40-yard dash. He increased his 40 time by dropping it more than 0.4 of a second. Some of these drills are things that John did every single day, and if you incorporate them into your training, you're going to get faster right away at home. The drill we're going to do is arm mechanics. This is one of the most important things in speed development. This is the skill portion of speed training. If you increase your skill and you become more efficient when you run, you're automatically going to get faster. We can take the exact same amount of horsepower an athlete has and actually make them with better alignment and better handling, and we're automatically going to make them quicker and more efficient. First thing I want to do is have John have his hands open right in front of his face. Take his hands right here, standing nice and tall with the head with the neutral spine. From this position, we want his backhand to be driving back at 90 degrees, and the hand's going to be open. The reason why we spread our hands is that creates an extension in our feet. When we do that, everything opens up and drops. From this position, we want to make sure that the hands pass the hip pocket. What we like to tell our athletes is to drive past the hip pocket so we can reach inside of our pockets and make sure we get some money. All right, from here, we want to drive back and then forward. We're going to have him switch, going straight to his midline. Ready? Switch, 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 and relax. Good. If you notice, we've built up a little bit of tempo. That's the next drill we're going to work on. We're going to increase his speed a little bit by going up into gears. From that position, what we're going to do is we're going to go as fast as he can. John, hands open, good position. Ready, first beat. Nice and smooth, relaxed. Shoulders are back and down. Hips are staying square. Shoulders are square and head's at an even line. From this thing, we're going to go second gear. Ready, pick it up a little bit. Third, fourth. Pick it up to speed. Ready, full speed, go. Drive back, almost back, almost back, almost back, 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 and relax. Good. As you notice, as John starts to go a little bit faster, we're going to see him start to move a little bit, his body. That momentum that he's generating his upper body is going to be translated into his lower body speed. Work on this drill every single day. What we tell our NFL guys to do, in the mirror, every single day, 30 minutes. You do that 5 nights a week over 10 weeks, you got yourself in a month of training just in arm mechanics. You increase your arm mechanics efficiency, you're going to increase your entire speed. So the second drill that we do is a wall drill. This wall drill is going to focus on the strength of the athlete in acceleration. One of the things that we want to focus on is that from the head to the heel, he's as strong as steel. So from the ear, shoulder, hip, knee, and ankle joint, we want to see a straight line during acceleration. If we have anything moving in there, we're going to be losing speed during that time. So what we're going to ask John to do is go through this progression. His right knee's going to be up. Knee's going to be up, toes going to be up, and then he's going to drive back into the ground. The first thing we're going to have him do is a basic march. From this position, nice and controlled, very slow, on my command. Ready? March. 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 Good, relax. Once he can master that basic drill, just holding that position and the march, we're going to progress into the next drill. The next drill is a switch drill. That's going to be done very fast and as rapid as possible, making sure his foot strikes the ground, okay? His spine is in a strong position, and we're going to make sure that knee comes up in a good position. Ready? Right knee up. Switch, 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 and relax. Good. That's going to be what we call our singles. The next thing that we're going to focus on from here is going to our doubles. Okay? A double is bringing the right leg up, same posture, John, nice and strong. And when he switches, he's going to switch twice. Ready? Switch, 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 relax, good. Obviously, we're gonna wanna do that on both sides. So make sure that you do an even amount on your right leg than you do on your left. After that, we're gonna progress into a triple. A triple is gonna be 3 switches. Right leg up. Switch, 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 and relax, good. Once we progress through those 3 phases, we're going to then focus on going as fast as we can in that same drill, maintaining posture, that position, and making sure that we can keep that exact same pattern. So the last progression in this drill is to kind of combine all the things that we went through together and then put them into one. So the first thing we're gonna have John do again is bring his right leg up. Good, we're gonna go through singles. Ready? Switch, 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 double, switch, switch, triple, switch, 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 double, switch, switch. Ready, go! Fast as you can, rapid fire, rapid fire. 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. Good job. One of the things that you'll see as an athlete, as he gets fatigued, you'll start to see some cracking in the spine and flexion. We want to make sure that we can maintain that posture. Remember, from your head to your heel, you want to be as strong as steel, straight line. Also, what you'll see is them walk up the wall. If you start to see that, maybe what you can do is draw a line on the floor, see where your feet are, not walk up the wall, keep driving back. Very good job. Thanks again, John. Let's go on to the next drill. So the next drill that we're going to do is a basic high knee drill. One of the things that you have to work on is mastering the fundamentals. This is one of the most basic drills, but across the country, it is being completely destroyed. You got kids leaning back, looking like the marching band, hunching forward, hands flying all over the place. If you focus on this drill and you master it, you're going to be on your way to increasing your speed. So what we're going to do is the exact same thing with the arm mechanics, having a good posture, head in a good neutral position, staying strong. High knees, John, nice and tempo, and then we'll build it up. Ready? Begin. First gear, second gear. As you notice, John's on the balls of his feet, knees are driving up, hands are driving back, hands going right to his face. Put that elbows back. Ready? Second gear, pick it up. Third, fourth, full speed, John, driving out, back, 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 and time. Nice and relaxed. Good. If you notice, as John's driving back, his hips and his shoulders are staying square. He's not twisting, he's not rotating. His head's going to be on an even playing field going forward and focusing on exactly where his target is. When you're running, you want to see where you're going. You don't want your head up, and you don't want to be driving with your head down in the ground. Keeping your elbows back and down as you drive. The next thing we can do is progress that drill by allowing the athlete to move forward. He's got to master it in the stationary position first. Once John masters this in this position, then we can move forward. All too often, athletes want to just go to the next drill, but they haven't focused on this one first. Focus on mastering the basic and then build upon that. If you don't, you're building on a poor foundation. One of the most common problems that we see with the high knee drill is that the athlete tries to race to the next place. They're always going from A to B super quickly. What we'd like them to do is get a lot of reps in. So it's not the person that finishes first in this drill that wins, it's the one that gets the most reps. So we're going to do that now. Ready? High knees in place. John's going to stay even with me as he moves forward, and then he's going to go. Ready? Go! Elbows driving back, rapid fire. On the balls of his feet, head's looking into a position, then he's going to go ahead and move. Staying even with me and driving. Elbows going to go back, he's going to pick up the pace a little bit and drive. If you see those hands go back, drive, and relax. Good. If you notice, John had his head fixed on one point. You want to keep your eye contact point at the same spot as you run. Shoulders were square, hips were square. Hands always come to midline, driving the elbow back past your hip and 90 degrees. The next drill that we're going to do is a line drill. This is a drill that's going to focus on the athlete's foot speed and quickness. We're going to focus on staying on the balls of your feet and not tearing up the grass. We want to bounce up and back on the line as quick as you can. 2 feet together, John, up and back as fast as possible. Many reps as you can. Ready? Go! Time. And if you notice, I didn't go very long. I want to go as quickly as possible. We're not able to keep high intensity for a long duration. So we want to do it in short durations, but very high intensity. Do it one more time for me, John. Ready? Go! Time. Good. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to have the athlete face the side. He's gonna do that same thing, but lateral over the line and back. Ready, go. Time. One more time. Go. Time. Good. Flexibility is a key component of speed. What we're going to do here is stretch two areas of the body that's going to help with his improvement into speed. They are the hip flexors and the hamstrings. All too often you see athletes that are very tight in those areas, primarily because they're constantly sitting down, whether they're at school or just at home on the couch. And then also they're running around all the time and their hamstrings get tight. These are some stretches that we can do that are going to help them with that. So what John's going to do is step back into a reverse lunge. He's going to keep his back foot on the ground. He's then going to take a knee. That back leg, you're going to squeeze his glute as hard as he can. Take his hands over his head and reach. This right here is actually going to stretch the lat a little bit, okay? And then really focus on the hip flexor. He's going to hold that for 20 seconds. After he's done with that, he's going to put his hands on each side of his foot. From this position, we're going to get ready to stretch the hamstring. He's going to drive his knee down and back and his hip up. This right here, it's going to be hard for somebody like John that's big and strong, but we want him to be very flexible. That's going to increase his speed. He's going to hold that for about 20 seconds. After he's done with that, he's going to go ahead and take the seat, and he's going to go back into the hip flexor stretch. He's going to repeat that process 2 to 3 times.